I'm Sal Sincata, and today on Shutter Network, we're going to talk about 5 ways to boost your sales.
This episode brought to you by Song Freedom. Real music, licensed.
Most of you do slideshows. If you don't, then you're missing the boat. But when you do slideshows, if you're coupling some lame-ass free music with your images, then your slideshows suck. You heard me, they straight up suck. So stop settling for the free crap your slideshow company is giving you. There's a reason it's free. Listen to me, use Song Freedom. It's amazing music that starts at only $9.99 a song, and it will make your slideshows not suck anymore. Because Song Freedom wants you to have at least one great slideshow in your mix, they're giving you one free song license. You can see the details on the screen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are in the world, welcome to Shutter Network. And today we have got an amazing episode lined up. We are going to talk about making more money. Everyone wants to make more money, and we're going to start by talking about 5 ways to boost your sales. And I know this sounds like some nebulous thing. Of course, we want to make more money, Sal, but how do we do it? Of course, there's other things that go into it. We've got to put a plan together. We've got to execute on that plan. But fundamentally, there are simple things you can do immediately, starting right now, put into practice to allow you and your business to grow, and then, of course, make more money. We all need new gear. We all need new fancy toys. I needed a drone. I had to have it. It was for work-related, I promise. And so, of course, how do we get those things? We need money to make money. And so I think all too often, the world of photography we're watching go through massive, massive changes. You rewind 2, 3, 4 years ago, everyone was becoming a shoot and burner, right? Why? Because everyone was a photographer. Well, today, I think that tune is changing. I think we are seeing, and I'm speaking as a photographer, not as an educator. As a photographer, what we're seeing happen in the industry is people are realizing it's a lot harder to be a professional photographer than just showing up and taking pictures. So you've got to start following business principles in order to be successful. So there's nothing wrong with being a hobbyist. There's nothing wrong with enjoying photography. That's great. Everyone should enjoy photography, but not everyone should be a professional photographer. And so that's the key takeaway from all that. But let's kind of dive into it. Like I said, there's 5 things we can do immediately to start boosting our sales. First and foremost, adopt what's called in-person sales. Unless you've been in a cave somewhere, you've seen on Facebook and all these other private groups popping up called IPS. It stands for in-person sales. All too often, again, if we rewind, people were going out there and handing over their digital negatives. Well, guess what? When you hand your client those digital files, there's no telling what's going to happen with them. They're going to go to Walmart, they're going to go to Walgreens, they're going to go to Flickr, and they're going to order professional quality. It's not professional quality, it's actually complete shit. And so what you have to understand is there is a difference between professional quality and just what you're getting at a 1-hour photo lab. That's first and foremost. Now, I will tell you, you're never going to be able to have that conversation with your client and convince them that there's a difference. They don't understand that. They think it's a sales gimmick. But at the end of the day, if you don't adopt an in-person sales strategy for your business, you're not going to have a business. You can only make so much money shooting and burning. And you're watching all these photographers either one, disappear completely, or you're working a full-time job to cover your hobby, which is that of being a photographer. That's not a business. If you want it to be a business, you have to be able to work full-time in it. And I got news for you. You're not going to do it shooting and burning. You're not going to do it doing Groupon for $50 and handing over those digital files. So in-person sales, first and foremost, is something we have to adopt. Number 2, we've got to stop just giving away files, period. And so there's nothing wrong. I get it. In today's day and age, all clients want those digital files. Why do they want them? Have you ever asked why they want them? They want them for Facebook. They want them for save the dates. They want them for wine bottles. They want them for pillows. I don't know. They do all sorts of wacky things with our digital files. I'm not advocating, right, that we don't give them any digital files. That you wouldn't stay in business much longer. You have to innovate or die. And so part of that is understanding how and when you should be giving them away. So for example, something that's not even possible in our studio, you cannot come to our studio, pay us any amount of money, and walk away with just digital files. You understand what I mean? So I'm a wedding photographer. You could not pay us $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, come into our studio and get a thumb drive, a CD, a DVD of files, and that's it. That is not how our studio operates. In fact, if you're a professional photographer, I think you're offering your client an incomplete service. I'm not trying to hide those files from them. I just want to make sure that I'm delivering a final, complete, heirloom quality product for them, for their walls, for their family to enjoy for generations to come. You know what their family, their grandkids are not going to enjoy in the future? That CD you gave them. I have a client, true story. She came to me early in my career, and this is when I realized it had to stop. She was paying me $1,000 per shoot. And you might be thinking to yourselves, holy crap, that's a lot of money. $1,000 every time Sal gets out there and shoots. It is a lot of money. It was good money. After a year of photographing her and her family, she had a newborn baby. I was showing up every other month and taking those pictures. After a year, her last shoot was in her home. Not a single picture was on the wall. And I asked her, I said, where are all the pictures we've been taking? Oh, Sal, they're in a CD, they're in a drawer by the desk. I just haven't had time. That is an incomplete service. You've got to offer your clients those prints, those products that they want and need to enjoy. You are the creative director. Own the entire process. Don't just hand them over that CD, man. I'm telling you, you're making a huge mistake. Build it into your packages and deliver other products with it. And then, of course, giving them those files for Facebook, Instagram, and any social media, whatever they want to do with it, then that makes sense. So hopefully that's making sense for you. Number 3, polish your images. All too often, I've seen photographers make huge mistakes with their images. They're handing over, they'll go and you'll shoot your event, weddings, seniors, families, babies, whatever you're working on, and you don't edit them. You don't even cull them. You just hand them over all those files. Why? Because you're not making enough money. It's not worth your time to sit there for hours editing those pictures. You're starting to see how all of this stuff is working together in cahoots. If you're not making enough money, you're not going to edit the pictures. If you don't edit the pictures, you're not going to sell product. If you don't sell the product, you're not going to be in business. And so these are all the things that start working together. And so you have to realize this as you're going through the process. Polish those images. Polishing images is not merely converting them to the right color temperature or converting them to black and white. Polishing those images is ensuring that you've selected the best images for your clients. I don't care how many you take. Here's a good rule of thumb. I use about a third. So for every 1,000 images I shoot, the client's going to see roughly 250 to 300 images. That means I'm throwing away 700, 750 images that they'll never see. That has to be your rule of thumb. If you use a third of the images, you'll usually be in a good position. Take those images, vignette them. This is all doable in Lightroom, by the way. Vignette them, color correct them, contrast, HDR, buy some plugins for Photoshop. Pick your top 5, create what I call signature edits. What are their top images from the day? Show them that image. That should be art in their home. If you go to our website and you go to salsincata.com, you're gonna see those images that are meant to be artwork for their home. Not because I say they're meant to be artwork, but because the edit demands that it be artwork for the home. And so polish those images. You've got to offer unique products. So number 4, offer unique products. What products are you carrying in your studio? Prints? Wow, those are really unique. Canvas? Oh man, I've never seen that before. You've got to start offering unique products to your clients. You've got to get out there, do things that are making them want to spend money with you, right? Because here's what's happening. Clients are seeing you, and I'm just picking a number, you're going to try and charge $200 for a canvas, $300 for a canvas, a 16 by 24. You can get that canvas from almost any lab, okay, any professional lab, anywhere from about $85 to $110 in that range for a professional canvas. However, you can go to Walmart, you can go to Sam's Club and get that same 16 by 24 canvas for $20. But it's shit. It is garbage. It will fade. It's not made out of wood, right? That stretcher board is not, the stretcher bars are not made out of wood. These are the things that matter when it comes to quality. And you might not be thinking that matters now, but over the course of time, if you want to run a real business, you want those products sitting up on their walls for generations to come. Again, true story. It's the only way I know how to teach. True story. I had a client, a wedding client. He spent on his engagement session roughly $2,000. He bought canvas, he bought metals, he bought acrylic. He had all these products from us. But part of that, it comes with the digital files, right? So I do give my clients digital files when they spend enough money in our studio. I show up at the wedding reception, no lie. He had 4 or 5 canvases laid out. 2 of the 4 or 5 were ours. The other 3 he had purchased from one of the box stores. I'm not going to say who. They're lined up right next to each other. We walk in, we come up on the elevator. I'm with my bride and groom. They're walking into their cocktail hour, and he sees me stop and look at them because the other 3 are so obviously bad. The ink is not nearly the right black. It's faded. It's not, the colors are not as rich or as deep. The canvas is so thin, it's see-through. You can actually see the light coming through on the other side. And he looked at me and he goes, "Shut up, not a word." Because he knew he had made the wrong decision. You have got to bring your clients into your studio, show them those products, in-person sales, right? And offer those products in order to get them to spend money with you. But that's not it. It's not just about offering canvas or prints. What unique products are you offering? You've got to innovate or you will die with your business. I go to trade shows like Imaging, WPPI, Shutterfest, and I'm always looking for new products that are out there that I can offer my clients, my wedding clients. What's new on the market that they're going to be interested in that they can't get at Walmart, at Walgreens, at Sam's Club? You've got to offer those unique products for your clients, I'm telling you. And then finally, number 5, if you want to boost your sales, easiest way to do it, right? Show it to sell it. We hear this all the time. It's like a battle cry in our industry. Yet as many of you know you need to show it to sell it, that many of you don't actually do it. It's crazy. It doesn't even make sense. You have got to do it. Again, a true story. 30 by 40 canvas. That is a very big canvas. It will fit in most homes. However, if you say 30, 40 to one of your clients, they're going to go, oh, no, that's way too big. However, what happened was we moved into our new studio, and one of the centerpieces in our studios was a 30 by 40 canvas. The first week that 30 by 40 canvas was up, we sold 2. Do you realize in the 2 to 3 years previously that 30 by 40 was on our price list, we never sold a single one. Not a single one. That was when the light bulb went off, and I knew we had to show it to sell it. So whatever new products you're enamored by that you want, buy a sample product. Almost every lab in the country offers a studio sample discount. And they don't stample on it or any of that kind of stuff. They're giving you a discount to put those products in your home. And so you want to look for those labs, those companies that truly want to be a partner with you and give you a way to put this stuff in front of your clients. It's that simple. If you don't do it, these 5 principles, I'm telling you, you can click stop on this episode when it's over and you can go out there and start boosting sales in your business. So don't go away. We've got an amazing episode today. All right. We've got Adam with Simply Color. He's going to be here talking about some things they're doing to make life easier for you and help you guys boost your sales. And so it is really an interesting concept. I can honestly say I've been in this industry for about 9 years now. And I can honestly say this thing they're doing, I've never seen a lab put their money where their mouth is and be willing to do something like this. So I was kind of surprised. I had to read the fine print 2 or 3 times to make sure I understood it. But I'm telling you, no one else has done this. And they're investing in you and want to make it easier for you to show your clients unique products. So come back after the break. What I'm going to need you to do is get social for me. Hashtag Shutter Network. Or go out there on our Facebook page, like us on Facebook, and tell us your aha moment. We're going to have free, amazing giveaways for you guys. We'll pick one lucky winner. But what I need you to do is get out there, get social. Don't go away. Come right back after the break, and we'll be back with Adam.
This segment brought to you by Simply Color Lab. If you're looking to crush your holiday sales goal this year, you need new exclusive products. Simply Color Lab has an amazing deal. 3 new products that your client has never seen before. A photo shelfie, image pop, and an album block, all at 40% off. Order your holiday product pack today and don't pay for it until December 15th. Details at simplycolorlab.com/sal.
Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm back here with Adam from Simply Color. Adam, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Sal. Glad to be here.
Give us the elevator pitch. Who is Simply Color?
So Simply Color, we started out 10 years ago and we were only doing canvases. And that morphed into becoming a full-service lab with all kinds of products. Anything a professional photographer needs to be successful, that's what we do for them.
You know, and I remember this, by the way. I remember it was you and I believe Mary in your booth, in one of your first booths, because it was about the same time I started in this industry, and you were doing like Simply Cash. Do you even remember this?
Oh, yeah.
You were handing out $50 printed on canvas, handing that out as the giveaway.
Simply Cash was one of the greatest things one of the best ideas I ever took from someone else.
Perfect. Yeah, you don't steal anybody's idea. I love it. So let's talk today. I mean, you watched the opening segment. All right, we're talking about the things that are going on in the industry, what people are doing or not doing right in the industry, why people are struggling. And I really do believe you can bring a unique perspective to it all, because as a lab, you're the one getting all those pictures to do things with, right?
Right.
What are some trends you're seeing in the industry?
Well, it's really interesting, and I think it started even as about 2 years ago. We started seeing people getting away from the shoot and burn because they realized they weren't making any money. And those people who all jumped on the bandwagon and jumped in the industry, after a couple of years, they said, forget it, I'm not making any money. So what you said earlier was just spot on. They need, what we're seeing, if you have a unique product, people will buy it.
Right.
And you can't be afraid to sell that stuff.
Well, and I think you're right. There was this, and I think the camera companies would probably acknowledge this trend. everyone was becoming a photographer, and everyone was getting a camera for Christmas, or they had a little kid and they're like, oh my God, you should be a photographer. And being a photographer, you know, in the old guard, if you will, right? The old photographers who have been here forever, right? They look at the newbies and they hate them, and the newbies hate the old photographers.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's an evolution of the industry. I think we're going to end up in a good place, but it feels like everything's coming back to center, if you will. And that back to center is not just handing over those digital files, right? I mean, it's what you were just saying. So you're seeing that, I'm seeing that. Are there any other trends you're seeing? Because I do want to talk about some of the things you got going on, but.
Well, again, what you're talking about with the canvases. You know, when we first got into the industry, someone could buy a canvas from me for, let's say, $100, $120, and they were selling it for $1,500 to $2,000 because they were new. People came into your studio, you had it on the wall. I said, wow, what is that? And they sold the heck out of them, right? Well, in this day and age, that's, you know, their customers are going down to Walmart and CVS and Walgreens,
$25
Costco,
canvases,
Groupons for $20, and just like you said, they're crap. Right. So what we found is we wanted to really kind of reinvent ourselves, because you always have to be doing that in business, like you say. And we said we need unique products that your client, their customers haven't seen anywhere else. It's going to be much easier for the professional photographer to sell those types of products versus pushing the same thing that they've been trying to sell for the past 10 years.
Yeah, and to that point, I want to make sure everybody's hearing the same thing. You're not saying that canvas or prints are done, right?
No. Canvases are still our best product. We're still, you know, producing some of the highest quality stuff. It's for the customers, for your client who comes back year after year. After a while, they can only have so many canvases on their walls.
Agreed.
You know, maybe the newer clients, you know, people are still selling them, but we're trying to come out with products that they haven't seen before. It's going to be easier for you to sell those.
And I 100% agree with you. I think the biggest mistake we can make as a business, and now I'm speaking as a studio owner, is not giving my clients variety, right? So I always have to carry that staple of products, if you will. And to me, the staple is always going to be prints and canvas. But then I've got to ask myself, like, okay, for that client who's been with us, maybe they've had their wedding, they've had 2 kids come through for baby pictures. What's new? What am I offering them that's new? And if not for the labs like yourself, who's innovating? Because I'm not going to start making these products, right? We're dependent on you guys to do it. And I just think all too often photographers don't even know what's available. It's mind-boggling to me, whether it's, you know, yeah, they know about prints and canvas, but they don't seem to know about, you know, metals or acrylics or products like this. And they're always constantly like surprised, I guess. I don't know. It's amazing to me.
Yeah. And you know, with digital catching on these days, with, you know,
that's a fad, Adam.
Oh, yeah,
Digital's never going to catch on.
But with people taking, you know, like taking a lot more pictures, we wanted to come out with products that you could put multiple images on. Like this product here, we call that the album block. And the album block is, you know, think of the 8x10 image that you put on your desk, right? Well, these are 8x10s, and there's 10 of them.
Yeah.
And every day, I have one at home, and you change it out every day for whatever your mood feels like.
And this is one of our weddings, by the way. So I want you guys watching to understand, this is one of our weddings. And when we were talking to Adam about like what's new, what's going on in the industry, what products are out there, you were describing it to us, but it didn't, you know, it just didn't really make any sense. And then when it arrived, all of us in the office, when it opened up, every single person on my team was like starting to mess with this stuff. And they're like, oh my God, this is so cool. And it definitely has that cool factor with it. And it's one of those products where it's simple, yet it's so practical, because we deliver products to our clients today, right? A typical wedding, let's go through it, right? Because that's what you're looking at here. I'll shoot 3,000 to 4,000 images. How many images can they put on their walls? They can only put on so many images.
Right.
So what we're doing with our clients is we're offering that one centerpiece, that big canvas, metal, whatever it is in their home. What are they doing with all those other images, right? This is what that's perfect for, is that this could be on his desk at work. This could be in their bedroom. So there's so many more practical uses for something like this.
And the reason why we call this the album block, because it's almost like having an album on your desk.
Yeah.
And instead of the album that gets, you know, under the coffee table or in the drawer or in the closet, this can be displayed all the time. And again, it's the rotating of the images that's really cool, and it keeps it fresh.
Yeah, this is incredible. So give our viewers a little bit information on this. So this particular thing, these are prints. What are they mounted to? So they're mounted prints to give them sturdiness.
Yes. So yeah, they're prints, they're mounted, and because you're going to be moving it around a lot, or changing out the images, we laminate them.
Ah, okay.
So they're very durable and don't let it fall over them.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. Yeah, they are laminated. Okay.
Yeah, because people are going to be. You want to encourage people to pick it up, look at it, and as you know with products, you got to feel it.
Got to touch it.
You got to feel it. So so that's why that product has been working great for us.
And the options here, any kind of print you offer, I can have, like, whether it's is it matte, glossy, or no, just matte finish.
It's just the matte finishes for
Because
now
of the
on
laminate.
these, right? Because of the laminate.
Makes sense.
And the block comes in a brown, I think a white, and black.
Okay.
And the sizes, it comes in a 5x7 or 8x10s, and I think there's 10 or 20 of the images.
Options. So
Yep.
you can do an option of 10, option of 20.
You got it.
That's really cool. And then I'm assuming the block is just cut a little bit wider to allow for the prints. Sure.
Yeah.
No, guys, I can tell you, I'm holding this in my hand. The feel of it is incredible, right? This feels amazing. It's got even the padding on the bottom, so it looks like it feels like you guys, it's quality.
Yeah.
So you're not putting something in front of your clients that, just feels like I went to Home Depot and did it.
Exactly. And like you said earlier, you want a professional grade product,
Right.
and sure, someone could go to some of these consumer or sites out there with their digital files, but they're going to get junk. And I hear you. You as a photographer, you don't want someone going to Walmart and getting something printed there because it's going to decrease the quality of your image.
I think I speak for all photographers. The biggest challenge they have today is convincing their clients to buy product from them, because in their client's mindset, they can go to another store and buy it themselves, the same product. And there's all those sites out there like Snapfish and I remember I was talking about it on a previous episode. They did somewhere in the neighborhood last year of either, I don't want to screw up the number, it was like either, I think it was $700 million.
Right.
They did. And I was trying to explain to photographers, I go, they did $700 million with your pictures.
Right.
Because you're not selling product. Right. They're taking your pictures and making money.
That's 700 million. Let's round it up to $1 billion. That's almost $1 billion of product at their prices, which for the that's probably $3 or $4 billion worth of sales out of the photographer's pockets.
They're not getting it, and that's why I love seeing products like this, because right now, right, and who knows, maybe those sites 2 years from now they'll start carrying stuff like this. Maybe they won't. But then guys like you should be innovating, and in 2 years there's something different you're doing, right?
That's what we try to do. It's all about the innovation, and that's this product here is called the Photo Shelfie.
This one's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I'm a big metal fan. So I really like metal. My clients like metal. And I can tell you, we have tried internally, just with our clients, we would order these metals and we would order them with no backing because we wanted to put them on an easel for our clients.
Right.
And so when I saw this arrive, I'm like, this is freaking brilliant.
This is it. And you know what? These are simple products that, after you sell that big $1,000 wall portrait or the frame print, this should be a really easy add-on sale.
They're supporting products is the way I look at them.
Right.
So you've got, like you said, that centerpiece in your home. Now what? What am I doing with the rest of those images? These supporting products, I think, really are the key. So tell us a little bit about this. So this is called the
really
Shelfie.
simply, the Photo Shelfie.
Photo Shelfie.
And the images, you can either get the 3 images in, I believe, a 6x6, 8x8, or 8x10.
Nice.
3 images. And then again, the base is a nice solid wood base that we hand finish in the shop. White, black, and the wood color.
Nice. And so same thing here. These are just metal prints. So I guess if they, and I apologize if I'm putting you on the spot here, what if I wanted to have some concept like this where I could have different images for my client? Is that even possible? Or that's not on the...
You mean for each product? Or
Yeah, it would be kind of cool to be able to order 6 metals that they're putting in rotation.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And these, again, we sell it the Shelfie product with the base and then add-on packs.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you can add on packs of metal prints or the mounted paper prints for this product as well.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you can do this on that?
You got it.
Got it. Oh, yeah, because
Yeah.
then I can display more than one. Very, very cool.
Exactly.
Okay, and there's one other product,
Yes.
and that is the, we have it here. I think that's a 20 by 30.
Yeah. 20 by 30 image pop.
Image
And
pop.
Hopefully we're going to put it up on the screen now. And the image pop, last year we came out with a really high-end product called our 3D art walls. It's a high-end product selling for thousands of dollars. You're going to sell it for thousands of dollars to your client. But then we said, you know what? Let's take that technology and make it a, more of an everyday add-on product like these other ones here. And the image pop is one where, as you can see, it takes the image and we pop out. Our designers in-house pop out part of that image, so it gives it almost like a 3D kind of layered look to it. And again, it's super unique. And one of the biggest thing, your clients aren't going to see that anywhere else because we invented it and we only sell it to professional photographers.
And that's hanging on the wall. That's a hanging product. And then it's canvas, right? So that's canvas on the outside.
Three different materials. So the canvas, the mounted paper, similar to that, but thicker, and also the metal.
Oh, okay. So you can get that in metal as well.
Yes.
I got to be honest. The one we have here is in canvas material, and I thought how unique that was because typically when you see canvas, right, it's on a wood frame, and it moves, right? There's that movement because it's hollow. And I thought when I saw it on the whatever you have it mounted on, I actually like the product like that. I think that's a really cool product because you still have that canvas look and feel, but it's firm. Like it just feels like quality. And
it's we're always trying to evolve. What's the next evolution of our products? And if everyone's copying us on canvas, let's say, well, we're going to invent something new.
Right.
And that's what's kept us at the leader of coming out with new products.
Yeah, it's true. And that's my motto all the time. Innovate or die, innovate or die.
Absolutely.
And this is proof positive. But these individual products is not really what got my attention. Although I love the products, it's what you're doing with them for the professional photographer. So explain this deal to me and to them.
Okay. So when you were talking in the earlier segment, you really nailed it. You need, these things sell themselves, but you need to show them. And we are so excited and proud about the products and also confident that our professional photographers are going to sell them this holiday season. We put together a kind of an offer that is
I've never seen it done before.
Yeah. So basically, long story short, we're saying order these 3 products now and we're going to produce them for you. We're going to send them to you now so that you have them for the whole holiday season to sell, and you're not going to have to pay for them. All you're going to pay for is the shipping. I think it's like $14.99. And you're not going to pay for these products until December 15th.
That's brilliant.
But wait, there's more. So the 3 products that we picked out that are going to help boost your holiday sales.
And you're producing with their images.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
They send us their images.
Just like a normal order.
We produce these and we ship them to them. And we said, you know what? We're so confident they're going to sell them. It's $250 worth of these products. That'd be the normal price if you paid for each one individually. We're going to discount it 40%, and it's $149.
That's awesome.
Now, the tough part is, it is a great deal, and we're only offering it to 250 people.
Awesome.
So we figure 250 studios around the country, get these products in now.
Lead with it.
And don't pay for them until December 15th.
That's brilliant, dude. All right, so I want to make sure you guys understood the position here of all this. These are the products. We already talked about it. Show it to sell it, right? So you got to have these in your hands. Simply Color has put together this deal where they will put it in your hands and you're not going to pay for it until December, which, by the way, if you have this in your hands now, you should be able to sell this by December. If you're not, then you haven't followed the first 5 principles of the segment. You're not doing what I told you to do.
So the products individually, like the album block, I think starts at like $40 or something. So between $40 and $100, depending on the size. Same thing with the shelfie and the image pop. These are products that if you sell one of them, you should be selling it for between, I don't know, anywhere from $300 to $500.
Oh, agreed. So I can tell you, I'm sorry to cut you off. No. I can tell you in my studio, right? So if we went with 10, I already sell 10. I sell an 8x10 for $50 a la carte, right?
Right.
So if I'm going to sell 10 of these on this block mounted, even if I were selling it for the same price as an 8x10, that's $500. I would then discount this in my packages. And for those of you following us know how we have our business model set up, I would then discount that somewhere in the neighborhood, even if I called it $250. It's more than paying for the cost of this or the whole bundle in and of itself. So no, I think this is an incredible bundle. I think they're incredible products. I'm telling you, I'm seeing, touching, feeling the product right now. It is good quality product. So this is not junk. And there's a lot of discussion about what is junk and what is pro level. Junk falls apart real quick. And I'm telling you guys, this is product you can put in front of your clients that is going to pay dividends for you. And so this is a really, really cool deal. But in the spirit of that, wait, there's more. What we need you guys to do is get social for us. So what I want, we've got a great prize for 3 of you out there. Adam's been very generous. We've got 3 of these kits for free for 3 photographers. So how do you win? I need you guys to get social. Hashtag Shutter Network. What's the hashtag for Simply?
Hashtag Simply Color Lab.
Hashtag Simply Color Lab. I need you guys to do that. Your aha moment today. So you've been watching this segment. What has jumped out at you? What is going to change your perspective? What is going to change your mind and get you out there doing things to make more money for your studio? And so we're going to pick 3 lucky winners based on what you guys are telling us your aha moment is.
And Sal, you know, I'll be monitoring the social media, network as well. And my marketing department hates me, but if I see people who are really passionate about it, I might even, throw a couple extra in there.
I love it. I love it. So there you go, from the man himself. So, dude, thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Sal.
Absolutely incredible. Always good seeing you.
You too.
Guys, I'm telling you, check this out. Check this product out in this deal. I give you my word, you're not going to go wrong with these products.